Good morning po. Manatili po tayong nakaupo para sa ating panalangin. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diyos, Espiritu Santo. Amen. Ama naming Diyos, maraming salamat po sa pagkakataong ito na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Pag-uusapan po namin ang mga mahalagang bagay sa pagpupulong na ito. Naway samahan mo po kami sa pagkakataong ito na linisin mo po anumang nakita mong masama sa aming puso at pag-iisip. Magtulungan po sana ang bawat isa na ipahayag anuman ang mga magagandang opinyon sa ikatatagumpay ng aming mga layunin. Dagdagan mo po kami ng karunungan at higit sa lahat ng pananampalataya na magagawa po namin ang mga bagay na mahihirap gawin sa pamamagitan ng tulong at awa mo po sa amin. Ipagkaloob mo po ang kapayapaan sa buong panahon ng aming pagpupulong. Hinihiling po namin ang lahat ng ito sa pangalan ni Jesus na aming dakilang tagapagligtas. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diyos, Espiritu Santo. Amen. Good morning, everyone. I acknowledge the presence of the member of Bids and Awards Committee, Mrs. Heidelisa B. Mauricio, our chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Joel S. Estacio, our Vice Chairperson.
Present.
Engineer Mark Peter Recto, our regular member.
Present po.
Engineer Maria Janel Sigre Diccionario, our provisional member. And Engineer William B. Zamoranos, our provisional member. From our DPWH, Engineer Paulo Garcia, Head. Engineer Kurt Legaspi, member.
Present.
Engineer Michael Angelo D.G. Mariano, member.
Present.
From our back secretariat, Engineer Adelina Pito, Miss Kristen Rose de Guzman,
Present.
Mrs. Marjorie Kupkupin,
Present.
Mrs. Alitea Gudoy,
Present.
Mrs. Gina Pumeda,
Present.
and yours truly, head ng back secretariat. From our observer, Miss Cristel Kate D.R. Bautista via live from COA, and from our contractor Romel Amita and Mark Anthony Felipe from MRB2 Construction.
Good morning to everyone and good morning po sa mga nanonood. Today, we have the private conference for the procurement of civil works to discuss the scope of works and technical specifications for the projects to be bid on June 24, 2026 at 10 a.m. At DEO back conference room. For contract ID number 2608, 0021, Rehabilitation of Road, P. Gabriel Street, C0 plus 000 plus C0 plus 186, Barangay Sipac-Almacen, Navotas City. Brief description: Rehabilitation of Road. ABC is 11,525,451 pesos and 11 centavos. Source of funds CY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 180 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Pickup license size range small B category C and D. And lastly, contract ID number 2608 0029, construction completion of multipurpose building Navotas Polytechnic College, MPC building Navotas City, 14.644925 and 120.957018. Brief description: construction completion of multipurpose building. ABC is 83,184,471 pesos and 1 centavos. Source of funds CY 2026 GAA. Contract duration 240 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents 50,000 pesos. Pickup license size range medium A category B. And the scope of work and technical specifications for the ID number 26080021 will be discussed by Engineer Mariano.
Good morning. For the scope of work for contract ID number 26080021, Rehabilitation of Road, P. Gabriel Street, TNH 0 to TNH 186, Barangay Sipac-Almacen, Navotas City. The following are the scope of works: Provision of field office for the engineer, 1 unit rental basis for 6 months. Permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. Project billboards and signboards, 3 each. Occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 1 lump sum. Mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum. Removal of actual structure obstruction, 0.23 meter thick PCCP unreinforced, 894.90 square meters. Removal of actual structures and obstruction, concrete, 93.09 cubic meters. Unsuitable excavation, 85.07 cubic meters. Structure excavation common soil with dewatering, 213.9 cubic meters. Shoring, cribbing, and drain excavation, cribbing, cover damming rental, 1 lump sum. Aggregate base course, 70.89 cubic meters. Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.25 meter thick, 3 days, 708.9 square meters. Reinforcing steel, grade 60, 38,773.08 kilograms. Structural concrete, 27.58 megapascals, class A, 14 days, 234.36 cubic meters. Lean concrete, class B, manual mixing, 18.6 cubic meters. And metal frames and covers, 15 pairs.
Thank you, Engineer Mariano. And may I call on Engineer Perales to discuss the contract ID number 26OA0029.
Good morning. Per contract ID 26OA0029, with the project title of Construction Completion of Multipurpose Building, Navotas Polytechnic College, NTC Building, Navotas City. The scope of works are construction of field office for the engineer, 40 square meter, 1 lump sum. Permits and clearances, 1 lump sum. Project billboard and signboard, 2 each. Occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. Occupational safety and health program signages and barricades, 1 lump sum. Mobilization and demobilization, 1 lump sum. For the earthworks, removal of structure and obstruction, 1 lump sum. Unsuitable excavation with dewatering, 8.7 cubic meter. For the reinforced concrete, structural concrete, 4,000 PSI, class A, 28 days. 2.84 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel deformed, grade 60, 375.17 kilograms. Formworks and false works, 34.47 square meter. For finishing and other sewer works, sewer line works, 1 lump sum. Ceiling, 4.5 millimeter metal frame fiber cement board, 774.56 square meter. Window accessory, 1 lump sum. Fire rated fire exit steel door, 2.1 square meter. Aluminum frame glass door, swing type, 23.36 square meter. Waterproofing cement base, 857.33 square meter. Unglazed tiles, 857.33 square meter. Painting works, wood, 774.56 square meter. Textured finish, rubberized paint, 486 square meter. CHB load bearing including reinforcing steel, 100 mm, 39.38 square meter. Metal structure, 1 lump sum. For the electrical works, conduits, boxes and fittings, 1 lump sum. Wires and wiring devices, 1 lump sum. Panel board, 1 lump sum. Solar with inverter, battery, and other devices, 1 lump sum. For mechanical works, oscillating wall fan, 112 set. Air conditioning system, 1 lump sum. For flood and river control drainage, sewer treatment plant, STP, dynamic sequential batch reactor process, 1 lump sum. That's all.
Thank you, Engineer Perales. And now, Engineer Pahimna will discuss the documents to be submitted by the bidders.
For the major category of works for ID number 26080021 roads, construction, drainage, for example, reinforced concrete pipe culvert, reinforced concrete box culvert. For ID number 26080029 building completion. For the similar category of works that shall be considered in the evaluation of the work experience required for the contract to be bid, please refer to DO 164 Series 2025. Updated guidelines for the determination of major and similar categories of work and eligibility requirements for work experience in the procurement of infrastructure project contracts. For the required key personnel and minimum years work experience, 5 years and general and 3 years and relevant. Project engineer, DPWH accredited engineer. Materials engineer, DPWH accredited materials engineer. Full-time safety officer certified by DOLE with 40 hours CSHP seminar. General foreman, skilled laborer and unskilled laborer. For the required equipment, for ID number 26080021, cargo truck, service truck, air compressor, backhoe with breaker, payloader, road grader, concrete vibrator, dump truck, jackhammer, water pump, one bagger mixer, bar cutter, bar bender, water truck, and concrete skredder. For ID number 29, cargo truck, service truck, backhoe crawler mounted, dump truck, water pump, concrete vibrator, concrete pump, pumpcrete, bar cutter, bar bender, welding machine, and minor tools. For the laboratory equipment, please refer to DO number 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Submission and receipt of bids is composed of technical and financial proposal, which should be in separate sealed envelopes which shall be submitted simultaneously. Contents of first envelope or technical proposal. Updated PhilJEP certificate of platinum registration and membership. Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives or its equivalent documents. Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent documents for executive economic zones of areas. Tax clearance as per EO 398 Series 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Philippines Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB, or a special PCAB license in case of joint venture, each partner of the joint venture shall submit the respective PhilJEP certificate of platinum registration in accordance with Section 20.2.9.1 of the IRR of RA 12009. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all of its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. The prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities is stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Submit a latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission for corporations and sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership. You may see in the PhilJEP's advisory number 2025-007 or in section 82.3 of RA 12009. Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided under the rules. Original copy of bid security with a validity period of 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The procuring entity may request the bidders to extend the validity of their bid securities beyond 120 calendar days prior to their expiration if the funding source for the procurement project has yet to be approved and made effective. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration, no percentage required, and shall be notarized or any form of bid security like cash or cashier's check, manager's check issued by a bank equivalent to 2% of ABC, bank draft guarantee or a revocable letter equivalent to 5% of ABC, surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security equivalent to 5% of ABC and an FCC computation. For the project's requirements, organizational chart for the procurement to be bid, list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid, with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units with our own lease and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as case may be, and original duly signed omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 54.3 of the new RA 12009. Contents of second envelope or financial proposal. Bid form in accordance with the prescribed format and shall be typewritten or written in ink and shall be signed by the bidder or its duly authorized duly representative. Bid price in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimate form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment's rental, use, and coming up with the bid. Cash flow by quarter. Any bid submitted after the deadline for submission and receipt of bids prescribed by the procuring entity shall be declared late and shall not be accepted by the procuring entity. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically, but bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Financial and technical envelopes shall be book-bounded on manual submission of bids. All documents requirement in financial and technical envelope are duly signed by the bidder and properly tagged for easy verification. Please submit the updated PhilJEP certificate of platinum registration. All assigned project engineer of the contractor shall be accredited by the DPWH. All bidders shall submit their ISO certification 9001-2015 in compliance to DO 110 Series 2024. All bidders shall submit the general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the SEC or Securities and Exchange Commission for corporation. In evaluation of bids, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The box shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid. For price completeness, no price. Where no price or a zero or a dash pre to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid price and figures versus words prevail. Total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of prices of component items, actual prevails. And unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ prevails. During post-qualification, the submitted documents requirement, like legal requirement, technical requirement, financial requirement, shall be checked and verified. If the bid is above ABC, disqualified. In contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 66.5 of RA 12009.
Thank you, Engineer Pahimna. Are there any questions po? Sir, may question po kayo.
Apo.
Pamay po, pamay.
Ay, eto daw. Halika sir.
Nakalagay po kasi siya DPWH accredited engineer. Ma'am, pwede ba siyang gamitin yung yung provisional project engineer?
Provisional daw yung project engineer.
Provisional project engineer, kung pwede siyang gamitin.
May mga limit kung ilang.
Ano ma'am, yata 150 million, parang ganun ba? Yung number sa projects niya, parang 10 na tig 50, parang ganun. Kasi parang yung sa amin kasi parang inaanapan niya yung requirements sa central office para makuha niya yung SPE1. Yung nag-exam po siya, sir, mayroon na siyang, nakasama na siya dun sa nakapasa. Wala pa siyang accreditation. Pero ano na siya, sir, mayroon na siyang binigay galing sa
Kailangan sir, pasado siya, may accreditation number na siya.
mayroon na po, sir.
Kung may accreditation number na siya, at i-verify naman natin yung limit niya.
Kasama naman siya doon sa mga listahan, sir, na may mga accreditation number. Pero professional project engineer pa lang siya.
Sige sir, i-verify naman namin.
Sir, nahanap si central office para makakuha po siya ng PE1 accreditation.
Basta accredited po siya, walang
Accredited po siya,
problem.
sir, pero professional pa lang.
Sige po, i-verify namin yung limit.
Ay, ilalagay din namin, sir, yung itas po din namin, sir, yung list na nandun yung pangalan niya na mayroon siyang accreditation number na professional project engineer po.
Sige po, mabe-verify din naman namin kung accredited talaga siya.
Pero sir, tatanggapin niyo po yung ganun, yung mga ganun provisional o kailan po talaga project engineer 1? PE1. Kung sakali lang, sir, kung yun po yung attach namin sa
Basta po may accreditation siya. Accreditation
Ito,
number,
sir,
maano po namin. Kasi po kung minsan kasi, di ba po, minsan ang ina-attach po, memo lang. Eh wala pong accreditation number din yun. Kailangan po kasi namin yung talagang accreditation number.
list po yung sir na na nakapasa
Opo, listahan lang yun, di ba sir?
listahan na nakapasa sila, tapos mayroon na silang certification
Basta po
number.
may certification number at accreditation number. So yun yung
Sir,
kailangan namin.
parang professional yata, sir, hindi pa sila binibigyan ng certification hanggang hindi sila maging PE1.
Pero meron pong mapaprovide kayong docs na
Meron.
nireleasean po siya ng accreditation number.
Marami po sila, sir, sa listahan.
Basta po meron, kasi yung alam ko pong listahan nire-release, wala pong accreditation number, listahan na ng mga pangalan yun eh. Minsan yun na po ina-attach, kailangan po namin yung may accreditation talaga.
Mas mga accreditation.
Kasi po after po malaman na pumasa po sila, magpapasubmit po si Central ng info nyo para ma-releasean po kayo ng either ID po yun or certification, alam ko eh.
Ang binibigay lang sa amin, sir, yung para listahan lang.
Yun, bibigay yung certificate ID. Tapos na-provide ko yung documents na kailangan ko.
Pagka na-provide na, sir, pero sa amin, sir, parang pinoprovide pa lang. Kasi kaya ang nangyari sa kanila, parang provisional project engineer pa lang po yung release sa kanila.
Yung iba na lang, sir, na PE ang ipasok niyo po. Ang ilagay niyo. Ibang PE na project engineer na lang po ang ilagay niyo for this
Kahit hindi pa siya project accredited.
Hindi, iba na lang po ang isali ninyo. Kasi since provisional po, baka hindi rin po niya ma-reach yung limit. Parang pag provisional po ata 5M lang below.
Pag ma'am, pagka hindi pa siya accredited ng DPWH, pero PE na namin siya, pwede ba namin siyang ilagay yun? So, para accredited po.
May DO na lang. Pero wala pa siya.
Pero ba yung ganito lang po, yung nakalagay? Yes na ganito. Nag-upgrade po siya, yung sa highlight.
Bakit lang ata pag provisional? Sinasabi niya.
Accredited P1 na siya. Nag-upgrade lang siya.
No, itong ganito sa mga accreditation, kaya tanggapin niyo po ba ito? Kasi ang signatory pa ito, hindi pa sisinusot.
Hindi, basta kahit sino pang sekretary yung nakapirma, basta accredited siya, may certificate siya.
Ano to, di ba? May validity to. Kaya po ang hinahanap namin yung mismong ano nyo po. Kasi may number yon, may validity, tapos kung para alam po namin active po sila na contractor's fee.
Provisional ba kaya?
Nasa threshold naman sir, basta may mapakita po kayong accreditation nila. Kasi kahit provisional, nire-register yun, di ba? May binibigay na ano. Ano po ba yung term nyo na provisional? Talagang sinabi po na provisional sila? Or dahil ongoing lang sila ng pagpaprocess ngayon?
Tapos umasa, ang binibigay muna ng provisional ng
Pero marireleasean pa rin po sila ng ano nun sir.
May accreditation pa siya kahit provision.
Kahit provisional.
Pero mayroon na po sa
Ayun po, kung ma-touch nyo po, tapos pasok po siya sa threshold, tapos wala naman po siyang, hindi rin po maano yung limit ng number of projects na. Opo, ipapa-upgrade po talaga yun. Pero ngayon po kasi, provisional po. Kailangan po namin yung proof na provisional siya. Tapos, pasok pa po sa limits ng ano yung...
Tsaka hindi siya expired.
Opo, tsaka valid po siya.
yung sa amin na
Basta pasok po siya sa threshold. Sun Valley. Tapos pasok ka sa threshold.
Pwede din na sir, kaya lang sa provisional.
Doon na tayo tingin sa provisional.
Kayo, sir, may question po ba kayo, sir? Okay. Magkasama po kayo. Okay. If there are no other further questions, our private conference is hereby adjourned at 9:37 a.m. Thank you, everyone, and to all our viewers.